to ask the Scottish Government what action it can take to ensure that all people who were potentially wrongfully convicted as a result of the reported Horizon scandal are supported in coming forward if they wish for their conviction to be overturned.
Cabinet Secretary Angela Constance.
Presiding Officer, the Horizon scandal is rightly causing great concern, and it is important to first of all recognise the tireless work of campaigners who have led efforts for justice. Anyone wrongly convicted as a result of the Horizon scandal should have their conviction reversed and be entitled to compensation. The Scottish Criminal Cases Review Commission have already referred 7 cases back to the Appeal Court for a fresh appeal, and 2 of these have had their convictions overturned on appeal so far. We are, however, looking at what more can be done. We are looking at the idea of a pardon scheme. I am conscious that the UK Government have made a compensation scheme that requires a conviction to be reversed by an appeal court, and that's a requirement before you can be in receipt of compensation. I have therefore today written to the UK Secretary of State for Justice to ask for a meeting to discuss how best we can work together and ensure that anyone wrongly convicted as a result of the Horizon scandal can have their conviction reversed and still be entitled to compensation.
Faisal Chow.
I thank the Cabinet Secretary for the answer. By the end of 2023, only 16 people in Scotland had come forward to have their conviction overturned. There are many more who were not convicted, but for whom the false accusations severely impacted their reputation, career and mental health. The full number of victims in Scotland is not yet known. What discussion have the Scottish Government had with the Crown Office and Prosecutor Fiscal Service regarding the number of people in Scotland potentially wrongly prosecuted, and does it expect to be liable for the compensation cost?
Cabinet Secretary.
Presiding Officer, Mr Chowdhury is quite right to point out the massive personal impact on all of those who have been affected, and of course the Scottish Government will have discussions with a full range of justice partners, because it is imperative that in this Parliament we stand up for everyone in Scotland who has been affected by the Horizon scandal. It might be useful, Presiding Officer, if I just quickly intimate the steps, the proactive steps that have already been taken by the Scottish Criminal Cases Review Commission. They have proactively, on receipt of information on those who may be affected, have proactively written to around 80 people who could be affected with information, and actually encouraging people to make applications to the Criminal Conviction Review body. And it's very important that we send out a message to those who believe that they have been a victim of a miscarriage of justice, that they do make those applications to the Scottish Criminal Cases Review Commission, which of course is continuing its work. And of course it's important to say that the Appeal Court is also continuing its work. But the actions of the Scottish Criminal Cases Review Commission, I believe, is the first systemic effort of any jurisdiction in the UK to contact all of those individuals potentially affected.
Faisal Choudhury.
I was expecting an answer for if we are liable for compensation. The Post Office have set aside $244 million in compensation for the potential victims. However, many victims have now died without being able to claim this compensation to clear their names. Yet, Fujitsu, the company who created the Horizon system, have not faced any financial repercussion and have reportedly been awarded more than 150 government contracts since. What discussion are the Scottish Government having with the UK Government regarding the responsibility of Fujitsu in this scandal?
Cabinet Secretary.
Presiding Officer, as I intimated in my original answer, I have of course today written to the UK Government about how we can work together and take matters forward. In terms of the issue of compensation, it's important to recognise that anyone convicted because of the failings of the Horizon IT system can apply for compensation via the scheme set up by the UK Government, and it's important that we encourage and support people to do so. The scheme is available for anyone to apply if they have been a victim of a miscarriage of justice where their convictions were reversed on appeal out of time, or if they have spent time in prison as a result of a wrongful conviction or charge.